Features of businesses. In this topic, we'll have a look at purposes, sectors, scope of business activities, size, and reasons for success of businesses. This is particularly useful for those studying the Unit 1 Edexcel qualification on exploring business, and even for GCSE topics for when you need to describe and evaluate the features of certain businesses. So let's make a start. There are many purposes of businesses. What do businesses do? They supply products and services. Products can be goods or services. Goods are tangible. The word tangible means they can be touched, such as cars or clothes. And services are non-tangible. These cannot be touched. And this can be stuff like insurance or branding. Businesses can supply to other businesses and to private customers. We've got two types here, B2B and B2C. Business to business is where a business sells directly to another business. For example, a farmer sells potatoes to a crisp manufacturer, whereas business to consumer is business to customer. A farmer, for example, has a market stall and is selling vegetables directly to their consumers. So when you're doing your assignment or exam, think about examples of businesses you're doing and what category they come under. So here's a quick task if you want to complete this. Research the following terms, and we're going to have a look at this in a second. What is the primary sector, secondary, tertiary and quaternary sector? So, the four sectors. Primary sector is where businesses extract natural resources. And these examples can be farming, fishing, extracting minerals and mining. Secondary sector is turning those raw materials from the primary sector to finished goods through the manufacturing process. And these businesses that come under the secondary sector could be stuff like Jaguar Land Rover. Thirdly, we've got the tertiary sector, which is all service-based businesses such as banking, retail and telecommunications. And finally, we have the quaternary sector. Businesses within this sector specialise in knowledge, for example, consultancy, R&D, libraries and computer programming. The next thing we're having a look at is the scope of business activity, and what this means is what scale they operate within. Number one, local. Now we all know what local means, so it's within your small geographical area. National is within just the whole of a country, for example the UK. International, meaning selling in multiple countries across Europe, for example. Now we're going to have a look at size. So we've got micro, SMEs and large businesses. So micro is up to 9 staff, so they're smaller than the small enterprises. We've got smaller medium enterprises, SMEs they're called, between 10 and 49 staff or between 50 and 249 staff. And large businesses are always more than 250 employees. So think about what other ways you could use to measure the size of a business. Perhaps you should be thinking of market share, for example, or the profit figures. So finally, we're just going to have a look at success of businesses. This is something you should be researching. Success is all about meeting objectives. So for example, for this qualification, what is your objective? How will you know whether you have been successful? What can you measure it against? And how can you measure potential for success on an ongoing basis? So this is what businesses will be doing. Objectives and therefore measures of success will vary depending on the features of a business. So franchises will measure the success of their business on a wider scale than sole traders would be. Think about how this will differ for not-for-profit and for-profit businesses and for private and public sector businesses. Aims and objectives also come in handy here, and they can be influenced by the clarity of vision. So for example, how focused the business is on what it wants to achieve. So for example, business may aim for product or process innovation, but doesn't know how it will achieve this. So for example, the steps to achieve this. So I have covered in just a few minutes there the different features of businesses. If you do want to have a look at ownership types of businesses such as sole traders and franchises, refer back to my video from a few months ago, and it should be all on there. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, JK Tutoring. Thank you.